bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Our guest this hour is LeAnn Saldivar, President and CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Salt Lake, celebrating your 40th anniversary.
That's right.
40th anniversary serving whom?
40th anniversary serving kids all over the Salt Lake and surrounding communities. We started in 1968 in a little club in Sugar House as the Sugar House Boys Club, and have since grown to have 3 clubs in Salt Lake, 1 in Park City and 1 in Tooele, serving both boys and girls now for 40 years.
What do these clubs do, LeAnn? What does somebody do there?
Well, I think most people have heard of the Boys and Girls Club, and they think of fun recreational opportunities for kids during non-school hours. But what our mission really is a mission of youth development. We attract kids into the club with fun, engaging things to do, but once they're there, we really work to form relationships with them and our professional staff to help them make good decisions and have the guidance that they need at critical times in their lives.
Who takes advantage of the Boys and Girls Club? I didn't say that very well. What segment of the population do you serve?
You know, the clubs are open to all kids. Any kid can join the club for $10 a year. There's no eligibility requirements for membership, but because we're located in more distressed areas in the community, and because our costs are so low, we tend to attract kids whose financial situation is such, or their family situation is such, that they may not have access to the other kinds of opportunities like recreational sports, dance, drama, piano lessons, those kinds of things that a lot of kids can take advantage of.
And those are available at the Boys and Girls Club.
Absolutely. The clubs serve kids for ages 5 to 18, all age ranges, and we program in sports, arts, computer, life skills, drug and alcohol prevention, nutrition and fitness. We try to do a little bit of everything so that there's something for every kid to do of interest at the club.
Well, that kind of answers the next question. Why are these services important?
You know, the Boys and Girls Clubs really serve a critical role in the community. There are a lot of kids in our community that simply don't have the kind of guidance in their homes that help them to make important decisions in their life in a proper way. We have very low income kids whose families are really struggling for the basic needs. In some of our clubs, we have kids whose families have been criminally involved and gang involved for 3 and 4 generations. And so we still have tremendous needs for our kids out there. Over half of our minority youth aren't graduating high school. There are still significant juvenile crime problems. And the clubs are really a respite for kids who may not live in very safe environments, and an opportunity for those kids to rise above and stop the cycle.
You, in conjunction with your 40th anniversary, you're having an alumni drive. This is a fundraising event?
Actually, it's a friend-raising event. We are really looking forward to rekindling with people, adults in the community who have been impacted by the clubs either here in Salt Lake or wherever they grew up. We want to hear their stories and hear how the club influenced them, and hopefully help them to spread our message and bring some public awareness around the good that we do in the community.
What about your funding? Where does it come from? Do you seek donations from people, or are you publicly funded?
Absolutely. We are not publicly funded. We raise our operating budget from scratch every year from anywhere we can get it. We do a great deal of fundraising with foundations, corporations, individuals, and we try to keep a pretty diverse funding stream so that we can be flexible and remain relevant to the kids that we're serving.
Are there fundraising events that you do, or do you just go out and speak on a one-on-one basis?
Both. We do have an annual gala in the spring every year that's a big fundraiser for us, but most of the time it's person to person, and it's our great board of directors, volunteers who are passionate about the organization, talking to their peers and comrades and soliciting their support.
We wish you well with it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here. Our guest has been LeAnn Saldivar, President and CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Salt Lake. And I'm Don Olson for Comcast Newsmakers.